Welcome everybody to the Orion Drift VRML Season 1, Week 1. My name's Nightfire with 2 E's. I'm joined by Jucifer. Jucifer, how are we feeling for Face versus Trash Pandas this afternoon?
Man, this is going to be hype. I know some players on both sides here, and I think we're in for a treat. So everyone grab your popcorn, grab your Slurpee, whatever you want to drink, get ready, strap in, because we're about to get some Orion Drift Ball action, Jackson.
Oh, I love it. We'll tell the teams that we are ready to go, and they can start the round whenever they are ready. We'll notify them in game so they can fire away whenever they have everyone on both sides ready to go. And it looks like they're ready to go. No waiting around. Round number 1 about to kick off here between these two squads as we make sure we reset all the scores and get ready for another game of Orion Drift. Face and Trash Pandas. Trash Pandas on the blue side, Face on the purple side. No, is it the other way around? I think it's the other way around, right? Face on the blue side, Trash Pandas on the purple side. As we swap teams and get into the action.
We got Roaring trying to get it to go, but it's going to just go wide here. Now Hi-Bye has it, bringing it down to the ground, goes up top. That's good defense coming in from Decipher Omen. Now, Wolfie gonna get that swatted, but it's intercepted by CJ, and CJ puts it in the top shelf where Mama keeps the peanut butter. Face goes up 1-0.
Top shelf of peanut butter. I mean, I think you can also keep peanut butter in the fridge. That's where I like to keep my peanut butter.
Really?
Wolfie. Yeah, you don't keep it in the fridge?
Nah, man, you want to keep it soft.
No, I like it cool. Jackoon trying to keep it cool here for the team with a nice cool pass to Roaring River, who comes roaring in like a river, tries to take the shot on goal up top and misses wide. Goes for a reset to slow down things for just a moment. CJ the caster not casting now, trying to score some goals on cast though as they miss that one wide. Bounce pass to the bottom of the zone there, and it ends up again with just a reset after reset here right now, Juice. There's finally the goal.
Roaring came roaring in, put it in. There's only so many times you can get lucky keeping that ball out, man. There's a big goal, little ball. Wolfie, though, he's going to chuck that up, tries to get it to Decipher, but it's going to bounce off some of the clouds there. Hi-Bye throws it back over to CJ. CJ going to throw it back over to Roaring. Roaring throws that across, hits Hi-Bye. Hi-Bye throws it up to Jackoon. Jackoon's going to shoot it over to Roaring, and what a save, but there it is. Hi-Bye cleans up and gets that rebound. We got 3-0 coming in for Face.
You know, one thing I've really seen stand out this afternoon to me in particular is that defense is not a single-person endeavor. You got to have your whole team working together on tackles, on setups, on interrupting the rest of the squad. It takes everybody to get rid of that front line and interrupt it. And, you know, sometimes when you don't have everyone at home, it makes it pretty dang tough to fend off a pretty coordinated attempt on goal from Face because they are locked in and synced up. Jucifer looking for another offensive point, but only for a moment here. It seems like it's in the hands of Trash Pandas.
Going to be in that neutral zone. Hi-Bye is going to go back and reset it back to CJ. CJ now going to take to the sky, gets a little bit of separation. He's looking to set it up, hits a beautiful ceiling carve. Now working it up the halo. Going to underhand swat it over to Roaring River. River waiting patiently. Now hits Hi-Bye. Hi-Bye's coming in hot. He turns and fires it. And just like that, Face up 4-0.
Yeah, it's definitely stinging right now, but it's round 1. They're warming up. They're getting a feel for their opponent. And we had a technical crash, so apologies there. We'll go to pregame. I think that's the first time I've ever had spectator crash, but hopefully we'll get back into the action soon enough. We appreciate everyone stopping in, hanging out, and enjoying the gameplay as we do take a brief tech pause here. And I think the scoreline pretty locked in by Face 4-0 at the end of the day in that early round 1. And I mean, Juice, for what stands out to you with this Face squad right now, with how they're playing in these early rounds?
Well, Roaring River, he's bringing that into the zone, going to the sky, gets it over to CJ. CJ just going to lob that. It's still in Trash Panda zone. Oliver, he's going to throw that over to Wolfie. I know you guys can't maybe see on the screen, but I'll get some play-by-play for you. They're going to bat that across. Face now trying to get it out of their zone with the reverse flush taken to the sky. CJ with that open goal, and Wiggles comes out of nowhere and gets that ball, but Jack Oot has it, gets it over to High-Buy. High-Buy keeping it in Trash Panda zone. He's now cutting to the middle, throws it up. Oh, it's going to go wide and roll around. Jack's there to pick it up. He's going to reset back. He's going to bounce off the nest and go the other way. Oh, there's High-Buy. He picks that off. He now gets it swatted out of his hand. Wolfie now looking for a pass. Throws it over the Orion onion ring, also known as the donut. And High-Buy takes over. High-Buy now through the sewer coming in on Wolfie and puts it in. High-Buy makes it 5-0. Face.
Like I was saying, the 4-0 pretty locked in at the end of the day, but we are back in for the last 15 seconds of this series, of this first round. And might lead to a mercy if Face have anything to say about it here. That's almost a shot on goal that goes a little bit wide, and now Jakun trying to get up to it. Can't quite get control. High-Beat does keep it in their hands. Passes over to CJ looking for an extra point, looking for that mercy at the end of the day. Good pass sequence here in front of the zone. That bounces off of Decipher, dropping down from the sky with the lack of boost, and it will be Face taking in a solid round 1 win. And I mean, like I asked earlier, what stands out to you there, Jucifer, with this Face team and how they're playing?
Face came out firing on all cylinders. You know, they had those passes that they were hitting, and they just had that constant pressure. They almost kind of caught Trash Pandas a little bit off guard here. So I'm hoping that Trash Pandas here, now that they can settle in, they can lock in, and maybe we can see a little bit of a closer round here. Or, if not, it might be a short 3-round exit.
We are ready for our next round. Like you said, could be a fast exit here with round number 2 about to begin. And the setup, very much important for Trash Pandas. If they can just get an early start here, they can refocus on what was a tough round 1 and try and find a little bit more of a rhythm here in round 2, because I really didn't feel like we saw a lot of offensive pressure for them, and now we're finally seeing maybe some offensive pressure for them as Decipher, Owen, and Wolfie push forward here and are quickly denied. Oliver Ending scoops it up and looks for a shot on goal. Will they find it? The pass there gets intercepted by Jack.
Jack's gonna swat that through. It goes right through the toilet bowl there. Wolf goes all the way down. He comes in flying. He's gonna make that a 1-0 Face. Man, blink and you miss that guy. Go. Sheesh.
That is, I feel like it's textbook stuff for, especially this game. Ooh, and an offensive rollout getting interrupted. I was about to say, the offensive rollouts in particular, you tend to really get that speed and momentum going before you're able to push forward. But really good defense from the duo on the back line, forcing this pass work in the midfield coming in from Trash Pandas. And they are able to get a little bit of a setup, but it's quickly intercepted by this aggressive Face offense.
Gonna bounce off the net. It'll be up for grabs. There's Roaring. He's gonna swap that back, hopefully to his teammate, but does Cypher Oldman. He's there, looking to pick it up. Now he's working it into the middle. Oh, and then Bye-Bye again. Coming in hot. Trying to work it into the middle. Swoops past one, comes in, turns, and gets it underneath. 2-0 Face.
Beautiful push in, and just really good command of the juke skill set, of the maneuvering ability. It's not easy to maintain ball control and move like these guys are moving. It's also even harder to defend against it, as here's a great passing sequence and a beautiful follow-up. That's the play we're looking for from Trash Pandas. Right back into it here, Jucifer. Only a 1-point deficit.
That's maybe the scoreless monkey that they had to get off their back. Hopefully now they can keep that momentum, but there we go, coming right back the other way. Roaring River just keeps the pressure on. But hopefully that the goal for the Trash Pandas breathes some life into them and they can keep it up, keep pace, because Face, they're playing tough right now.
Yeah, they are locked in, and I'm liking to see a little bit of a loosen up here from Trash Panda. They get that first goal. They're applying more offensive pressure. We're in the face zone a little bit more here in round 2. If they can keep this up in round 3, we may see a bit of a different score line. But even now, 2:30 left on the clock, a 2-minute, 2-point deficit. It's going to be tough to bounce back from momentum-wise.
That ball is going to be grabbed by Wolfie. Wolfie tries to just lay it up to Wiggles. Wiggles now taking to the sky, going to Kobe it down. They have a couple people back. CJ, he's going to read that and pinch out from the goal, bringing it up on that halo. Now bringing it down to the sidewalk, going wide. Now bringing it into the center. Flips it up top. Oh, tries to find High-By. And it just sails through his hands. Oliver trying to get it out. And it's still up for grabs. Wolfie has it, puts it up top. And there's High-By. Guy with some speed throws it across. Tries to find Jack. Does. Jack brings it down to the ground. Jukes pass, goes back the other way, throws it towards the goal, and Wiggles it there for a great save. Gonna throw that into the trenches, into that neutral zone. Now CJ brings that ball up. Great rotation coming in from Face. Roaring coming in, loses the handle of the ball. Now he gets it back, and Wolfie able to get that swatted, but there's CJ keeping that ball pressure in Trash Panda zone.
Yeah, a really nice bit of work here again from Face. They just do not let that ball go out of the midfield even. You know, they are so good at keeping that ball continuously in Trash Panda zone, like you said, and it makes it so hard to continuously defend. And here we go again, another offensive push coming in. And again, I think clearing is really something that could benefit Trash Pandas a lot. If they're just able to get a couple of clears every once in a while and get this ball out of their zone when they're battling for it in these corners, I think it would be a lot better than getting ball control and trying to work with it.
Also, I think that players are getting away clean. You're not getting those tackles. I saw in the Ignite match last night, as soon as the opposing team had the ball, they were tackled. Ooh, but there we go. There's Roaring River putting that in, making it a 4-1. Just too much pressure coming in from Face. Oliver, he's going to pick that up. Trying to get one more for the road. We got 35 seconds, but Roaring picks it off. No, Oliver gets that swatted back, and there's Jack. Swatted up. Wolfie keeps that pressure, but there's Jack now going up on that mound, trying to look for one more. Swats it over to Raging. Raging goes up top. Oh, Hippopotam misses. Hopefully Hippopotam make the next one. And it's going wide. It's rolling out, and Wolfie's going to get that swatted down, too. Face side. 10 seconds to go. High-By has it, trying to turn that corner. Wolfie picks it up and shoots, and he misses. Man, so close. A little too much momentum. Decipher Omen puts it in, and at the buzzer, Decipher Omen gets one on the board, but Face takes that one by a score of 4-2.
Yeah, a solid round 2 from Face, but we saw this Trash Pandas squad come alive. They started to get a little warmed up after round 1. They were putting points on the board round 2. Now, round 3, if they can start this round with some momentum, with some energy, they may be able to get an early lead, and that could really be the decider on getting us to that 4th round. I feel like we see this often enough where the first 2 rounds just tend to go to one team. Very rarely do you even see a split 1-1. At least we haven't seen it yet in the regular season. Week 2, Week 3, Week 4, eventually it will happen, but for now, it continues to be this sort of dominant 2-0 lead into series point here, round 3 for Face.
All right, well, looks like we're keeping the same team. Or no, we got a sub in. We got Glow Monster and Vader jumping into the action. So, Face doing a little swaps here, getting everyone in. That ball is launched. High-By has some speed off the launch. Up on that top shelf, throws it across over to Glow Monster. What a save from Wiggles. The ball's loose in front, and High-By able to find that ball in his hand and swat it in. Face like that, up 1-0.
I mean, that's one replay and that's 3 replays in one right there. You know, that was a great pass sequence, a great save, and a wonderful follow-up to put that point on the board. Let's see what Trash Pandas can do on their offensive push here. Not much with an intercept from CJ the caster on the back line. Passes to High-By, pushing down the front line here as Glow Monster finds nobody home in the corner. Vader not quite there. They do scoop it up, though, and High-By gets control. A nice dive from Wiggles on the goal. Saves things from going real bad.
That ball is going to try to go, but it bounces off the halo there. CJ's going to pick that. He's going to throw that across. He finds Vader, newly into the round. Great pass over to Glow Monster. Glow Monster coming in. Wolfie, though, gets the stop and trying to get it out. High-By, though, leaves it for Vader. Vader working it into the middle, turns and fires. What a scoop shot coming in. Vader makes it 2-0, Face.
Yeah, this is not going the way that Trash Pandas need this round to go right now. Down to looking to get this offensive rollout working, and it gets intercepted instead, and High-By finds an open goal instead, and it just gets worse. 3-0, halfway to a mercy with plenty of time to go for Face.
Yeah, not sure what Trash Pandas. It is early in the season, though. This is week one. You know, it takes some time to get the chemistry and stuff. I know FaceFace has been playing for a while, but here comes Hi-Bye. Hi-Bye going to be stopped, and Oliver going to throw that up, and it's going to bounce back, goes over all the way back to the mound. CJ's going to pick that up. He's now working in the moves. He goes skyward. He throws it back, and it's going to be wide. Now Hi-Bye circling the wagon, comes in, goes up top, turns, and wiggles, gets it. Save off the hand. Great hands there from the goalie of the Trash Pandas. Now it's loose in that neutral zone. Vader has it bump out of his hand, and picking it up is Glowmaster Goat. Monster Goat. Hi-Bye has it. Hi-Bye throws it over to Vader. Vader coming in. Vader swats it at the ground. Can't find the back of the goal, but Hi-Bye's there to gather up the rebound. He throws it back to Glowmaster. Glowmaster, go! Can't get it to go, and Decipher Omen will steer that to the side. He's looking to get that out. Ooh, jukes past one. Now going up to the mound. Throws it wide over to Wolfie. Wolfie, great pass up to Oliver. Oliver gets it back to Wolfie. Wolfie has to reset. Now going to throw that. They're fading in the wrong direction and trying to make the pass. Not a likely high possibility of that pass making it. Anyways, Vader has it. He's going to go. He's going to swat that up to Glow Monster. It's going to get by him. It's going to bounce back off the halo. And it's rolling dangerous towards the goal, but Wiggles bumps out and gets that over to Oliver.
Oliver going to finally get some offensive pressure going for Trash Pandas. They've been struggling to get things moving here on the forward dimension as CJ the caster on the back line shuts it down, and that's because FaceFace have also put on a solid defensive wall on the back line. When Trash Pandas does get an opportunity to challenge them, you're seeing FaceFace do a good job of battling it back, and now Vader comes zipping out of the back line, and Wolfie, again with wonderful defensive saves, continues to be a standout in the goal, but the saves don't matter if you don't get the rebounds, if you can't follow up in the midfield, like we're seeing a lot of follow-up coming in from FaceFace.
That ball is going to be chucked out by Decipher Omen. He's going to throw that down, but CJ's back there. Backline boss coming in hot from that nest. Gets over two and throws it just high. Glow Monster going to put it in, showing why he's the GOAT. FaceFace goes up 4-0.
How many goals is it for the likes of these players? Glow Monster on the half so far with 2 points. Hybe with 4 in the series. Vader with 1. CJ on the back line, not scoring any points, but doing a good job defending the goal and does have an assist. Here we go into the action. CJ again scooping up that ball. Do we count that as a save? I don't know. We have to calculate what saves really are at the end of the day. I think those are a hard stat to measure. But we have seen some good ones from both players. Wiggles here looking for another one, and they can't quite stop that from going into the corner. 5-0 FaceFace.
Smooth like butter. Hi-Bye able to put that back, and we're 1 point away from that big M. Oliver going to try to kill some clock here. We only got 6 seconds. Gets it over to Wiggles. Wiggles now just going to throw that up. Gets it over to Oliver. Oliver going skyward. Going to hit it up top. There's Decipher. Decipher going to throw that. Oh, and it's just out of the hands of Wiggles, and that's going to do it. FaceFace is going to win that round.
That's the round. That's the series. We are done in 3 as FaceFace come away with a dominant performance. And happy we had a game to tune into. 3 solid series today. Our first round 4 all season for me at least, and it's only been week 1, so I guess not that many days. But we finally got one just a couple of games ago with Acer, and I mean, hey, if we get more of that throughout the season, I'm going to be thrilled with Orion Drift and the competitive nature of it, because Jucifer, I mean, we're seeing really good gameplay from not just the top, but also from brand new teams.
Oh yeah, and teams that are known in the community, but not necessarily known in VRML. The Cerium IVA match, I think, opened a lot of people's eyes of what's going on in the community that, you know, average people don't really see. So I'm excited to see how this season's going to turn out.
When you have 408 teams registered for the first week, yeah, it's hard. There's going to be a lot of new teams that come in that surprise us, and that's only going to continue on, right? If you want to, if you're new to this thing, you can join the VRML at any time. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We appreciate the support. If you do and can become a member, we have all sorts of membership perks that we're working on expanding on that'll be exclusive to you, such as exclusive live content, exclusive videos, exclusive badges that you can show in stream, but also then connections to Discord and stuff like that we're going to expand on. You get discounts on merchandise if you're a member on YouTube, a lot of stuff like that. And if you do become a member, that money goes back to supporting the production team and the staff that make VRML what it is and make it happen. So it really helps. We appreciate it. And I think that's all I got for us here this afternoon. I know Jucifer maybe is going to be going to do some community casts over on their channel, so if you do want to check that out, be sure you do. Other than that, Juice, anything else to say?
Man, I can't wait for week 2. If week
I know,
1
right?
was this hype, man, it's only going to get more and more. So, and keep in mind that VRML is for teams of all skill levels.
Yeah.
If you win, the next week you play a tougher team. If you lose, you maybe play another team that thing, and then it evens out. So it's more about the journey and the grind, and like I said in the last one, going to battle with your homies. So don't be afraid. Sign up, have some fun. Competitive play is like nothing else, I'm telling you.
Can't agree more with that one, and we'll leave it with that. My name has been Nightfire with 2 E's, my co-caster Jucifer. We'll see you all probably tomorrow for more casts, but if not, for week 2. So until then, stay classy. Orion Drift VRML is brought to you by Another Axiom, Helga, the esports manager. Thanks for watching VRML.